Cradle of Filth, Nymphetamine, 2001. Roadrunner Records. A black scream wrapped in crimson velvet. Revenge is eaten with all the blood inside. So it also consumed me. Once a self-proclaimed, true metaler liar, I actually heard it about 2 years later, and a fierce critic of Cradle of Filth. At least I reacted against all my classmates, especially the female classmates, who had dressed as bats after hearing Dusk and Her Embrace and Cruelty, and the Beast a few years earlier. It probably wasn't the band's fault, but the music press. The internet still only reached 128 kbps back, and if you had ISDN. So TV and our usual magazine brainwashed us, and the fashion that, unfortunately, had become the establishment. Practically, the first album I listened to from them, and thus finally entered their deep black metal, and now very gothic musical world, was, for me, the classic metal guitars I heard in tracks like Gilded Cunt, and Nemesis ultimately won me over, or at least sparked the curiosity to explore the music, hoping I might have been mistaken. Even Danny Filth sings much closer to what I had in mind, rather than the still somewhat strange Dusk, which I acquired later, and that one was eventually in CD format. Below, tracks like Gabrielle, Absinthe with Faust, Medusa, Hemlock, Coffin Fodder, English Fire, Mother of Abominations, Filthy Little Secret, and Nymphetamine, Overdose, Nymphetamine, Fix, featuring Liv Christine of Theatre of Tragedy, won me over even more. So, I didn't discover black metal, since that era had already passed for them, but rather black and gothic. Certainly not as good as Midian, which I now consider their pinnacle, and which had come out a year earlier. But I had to start questioning what I believed at some point.